should not be muted again. I don't know, but after tonight, it's not going to make a difference. You should just not be muted. I'm just saying. I apologize. You may have gotten hit back during all of that hot mess with jackasses who, attack. So anyway, I'm just fucking over them all. Yeah, it's okay. And it's really 16 times cool that I'm not monetized because, hey, Noodle. Hi, honey. Hey, the OG pops in and out. And you can most normally have a pretty good conversation with him as Smart, SMARDASS. I'm sorry if that's called doxing. That was not my goal. But over on the Discord channel for As the Gravel Drops, he hangs out over there during the day. He's in chat with Queen often, and so you might want to join that Discord server because hey, they're pretty happening over there. And though they're saucy mouthed, they are not they're not pushing the envelope that will make a lot of people uncomfortable. So they are just court orientated, but they have a lot of other fun things in their community, kind of what we're trying to build over here with ours. And there's a lot of assholes who are on the attack. So just going to say, I'm done. I am really fucking done. I just ran in the door, guys. I left the office at 5:20 today, and it is currently 5:36. I had to come home, feed the animals, and at least fake it and get my computer system all started. And I'm asking myself, why? Why am I doing this? Not a single person has given me an acceptable answer. I'm not here for a single person, obviously. As y'all know, I just keep my muscle along. So anyway, Noodle, there's your connections. Not sure. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. It's so hard. I mean, the economy, the world's economy, people want this one world economy. And I'm just going to tell you, there's a reason that it hasn't happened. For you stink. There's a reason why it hasn't happened for a billion centuries, and here we are. So I'm just saying. Let's just go ahead and say hi to Dom, because hello, Dom. Dom popped up very early at 3:46 my time. Okay, that's like 2 hours early, and surprise. And I have been working so hard that today there was no way I could get into voice on Discord and even try to fake it. Number one, I can't have a conversation with an employee in the room, and she is in the room because I have to see what she's doing. 103 minutes, yeah, because it's going to start at 5:30 my time. I'm not sure what time it said, but it was supposed to be 5:30, so it wasn't supposed to come on early. And Dom's like, but I can't wait 103 minutes. Aw, you love me enough that you didn't want to wait 103 minutes to see me. Tom's like, guess I will just go play with myself sometimes we have to play with ourselves. Number one, because no one's available, or number two, because they're just fucking dickheads walking around, but I feel like are all powerful in numbers, and then they start reaching out to those voices that you have in your head, and then those voices start saying things to you as well. So I think playing with yourself is much more fun and much more safe. That's just a personal little note from Shinny, who's supposed to any day. Still waiting for the call. I haven't heard from my granddaughter today. So maybe it was today. I'm still waiting to become a great grandmother and focus my energies on that. Digger said she'd be another 10 minutes, and she's here now. So there she is. And Axel's like, wait, what? Yeah, Axel, you saw me pop up, not looking happy for a moment, and then pop away because I didn't have a chance to think about everything that was going on. And I needed to verify that I wasn't just sitting here staring at the damn thing like I did last week. Remember last week when I was doing the whole thing all by myself? Really refer back to Dom's statement about playing with myself, because I really should have. So anyway, yeah, I popped in, popped out, let you guys do the intro, and then went there. Axel's like, man, I'm still muted here with my other Nick. I don't know, honey. I really don't know. I will check into that. I have to go into the YouTube thing, and let's just get through a few of these first.
Is he not just teasing because he's on the different account?
I have no idea.
He's Alex muted. He's Alex muted again. He's got a few different accounts, and I think he's just cracking wise about the fact that he's
then I need to know,
on the wrong account.
Right now, I'm a little on edge. I'm a little on edge, so that means that
It's all right. I think he's just cracking wise. So, Squab, I guess you came in first. I missed that bit. So, are you all right there, hon?
Go ahead and take it for a minute.
Sure. Where are we at here? There we go. Dog Mama. Hello, hon. She's saying hello to Dom and Alex. And Crispy, good to see you. Thirst, he says. Thank you. Alex says, hey, Mama. Squab says, we'll have to play charades. We could do that. It'll be, you'll have to feed us the things and we'll have to play the charade bit. But we could figure that out. Hello, Noodle. How you doing? Is that a new avatar? I don't remember that. I don't remember the dragon. It's very cool. Dom. Hello, Dom. Dom saying, Dog Mama, chest out, shoulders back. That's right. And off the knee. Noodle says, talking about a-holes, I hate landlords of this age. I'm officially homeless. Oh, that really sucks. I exist on a friend's couch for unknown time till I get enough money to get a flat for myself. At least I can still use my big PC. At least there's that, hey? That really sucks. And I know trying to find a house when you don't have a house, it's like trying to find a job when you don't have a job. It's always easier to find a job or a house when you've already got one. So it's not a rush, a real urgent need. So hopefully that'll work out for you soon. Dom says obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm not sure who you're talking about. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no idea who's got the OCD. Sorry, hon. You'll have to clarify. Noodle says it is what it is. It's a chapter in my life. Landlord that kicked me out was like, I want to move in students instead of you. I remember you saying something about that, actually. Yeah, probably you can get a lot more money. You say flat soil, I'm assuming UK. I don't know what it's like there. I'm in Canada, so rentals in Canada, there's pretty much the only way a landlord can do that and have it happen pretty quickly is if they're doing demo evictions. So that's when they decide that they need you to move out because they want to renovate the whole place and you cannot live there while it's happening. But even that, they've got to give you all sorts of time. And if you want to be a rotten renter, you've got so many rights versus a landlord in Canada. You could stay for years in the same place, just picking apart and taking it through the courts and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, it kind of sucks to be a landlord here, but hopefully that'll work for your favor. Sorry. Me. Alex says, I'm here on another account because I'm muted with the other. Okay, so that's what it was. So he does have multiple accounts, but one of his accounts is muted.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll have to figure
Back to what I was saying. I'm sorry, Axel. I'll see what I can do about that, but I don't think after tonight it's going to make a difference.
All right. JKD Buck, hello. I
Hey,
am not going
Brady.
to make Jeff. I didn't even realize he went earlier, and I'm not obviously going to make it to the one that he's starting soon.
Oh, if
Holy
you
Hannah.
need to, feel free to go.
No. No, he's doing, first off, he's doing the WWE, which I just finished watching Ozzy covering.
Mhm.
Well, he's not finished, but I've been watching Ozzy cover it. But it's some nasty stuff, and I should not be talking or thinking about it on the
Mm-mm.
Sabbath. I am quite all right with that. I heard enough. It was
Mhm.
pretty horrible. So, and I know a lot. Well, I don't know a lot, but I've heard a lot about the underbelly of the WWE, very much like the underbelly of the NASCAR, um, in what they're able to do. So, yeah, I'm really glad that I never got a job, or I applied on the regular once a year, every year for years, but never got a call back. So probably just as
Mhm.
at the end of the day, probably a good thing.
Yep, I would think so. 'Cause I
So
wouldn't do it.
Queen says, "Hey y'all, good evening." Hi
Hey,
Queen. That is
baby. Miss you,
and
cuz.
Dom says, "Evening to Queen." Dog Mama says, "Hey cuz." Queen says, "Hey Dom, how was your day?" And "Hey cuz" to Dog Mama. Alex is saying, "Hey Queen." I love reading these. Dom says, "Only 2 service calls today, but that was okay. My back's been killing me." Yeah, if it's anything like over here, it's all the extra moisture in the air. It's killing anyone who's got any sort of aches. Queen says, "Hey to Alex." JKD Buck says, "Alex, you read some of it. If true, it's horrible." Yeah, and I have heard much worse. Not necessarily him specifically, but the business, the company. It I've heard some really horrible things. So, I'm not surprised. That being said, I'm not blaming the victim, but there were many times in that girl's life where she could have just said, fuck you, and walked away. She did not need to be there and do it. There was so many opportunities for her to get out long before it got to the horrible stuff. So I don't know. It'll see. It's a federal case, so we don't get to see it. But It'll be interesting to see if this is the Me Too movement of the WWE, because I know there's an awful lot of people who have got real claims. So we'll see. But in the meantime, it's 5:48 and the sun is down, and I don't want to think about that anymore. I thought R. Kelly was bad. Dom says it's the entertainment business totally taking advantage of people. Exactly.
Well, they were entertaining somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's similar to Hollywood, and it's, it's who you know, and it's how pretty you are.
Well, Donald Trump didn't lie when he said, when you got money, women will let you grab them by the pussy, because they will. Now, later they may come back and say they didn't like it, but that's not the point. The fact of the matter is, Trump did not lie. He lied to me a little bit when he said he would never run for president, but then he did a semicolon and continued that on. And to this day, that son of a bitch has not fucking lied to me, not one goddamn minute. So I'm just going to say, women, stop fucking around. There, I'm done.
All right. I feel really bad for what she went through, but she had way too many times to
Look,
walk
I feel
away.
bad for somebody who was a child who had no choice. I don't feel bad for a grown-ass adult who was looking forward to forwarding her abilities in a business to get somewhere. Fuck you. I worked for an employer who beat the shit out of one of my coworkers. I continued to work there only to make sure she had good recon. I collected all of the evidence he didn't know that I saw. I collected data. I let her know where he was, when he was, how he was, absolutely every fucking thing. Had he laid a hand on me like he had stated that he was thinking about doing, he would have had a dick shoved so far up his ass, checking his tonsils, that he would not have even realized it was his, and I took it off. I'm just saying, women do this. Children do not. There is a difference. Lately, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to say it. I was used as a tool. And from that day on, noticing the behaviors of the individual who likes to yell, help, I'm like, you know what? Maybe you deserve everything you're getting from the first time. Keep going back, 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 keep fucking going back. So I've got a whole new look on it. A lot of times these gals are asking for it. So just saying, this might be the last time y'all get to hear it, but I'm just saying.
There is a clip. I don't know how to do a clip and sound bites and stuff, but I sent Bobby a timestamp, and I really, really hope he clips it. It's the that's not a knife, this is a knife, only he wasn't talking about knives, and it's really quite lovely. It'll make a good Aussie clip.
Good. I'm assuming that it's something else.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Yeah. Queen says, love you, miss you too, Sheni. We'll be with you in a bit. All right. That's good. Dom says, mine is aggravated sacroiliac. Okay. Yeah, I did a permanent injury to my L4, L5 years ago. So now it's better, but it permanently burns, and then it, whether it's better or worse, it depends on a lot of things, but it's always there. So I think the sacroiliac is just lower. Is that not like the tailbone? I believe.
I couldn't tell you. I
remember it used as a word in a rap.
Go looking and I'll just go, or you just keep talking and I'll go looking.
All right.
Yeah, it's within the pelvis. Excuse me. It's within the pelvis, the base of the pelvis, and then the two wings on the pelvis.
Yeah.
It's the connection, the upper connection of those that of the
Oh,
wings.
okay. Okay.
Did I explain that well?
Interesting. Yeah. Well, that sucks. That sounds pretty damn painful. It's another, because it's that area where
It's in
the
there.
main mass of the body sits on.
Look, it's where the king of the body, the asshole basically resides. That
Yeah.
part of the body basically owns your ass, okay? Literally and basically head to toe, okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, when it's not acting right, which in the middle of the night I have a sciatica thing going on down there. Yeah, I can wake up and go, what the heck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think mine would be more like you, the not the sciatica. It's not quite, because it was an actual injury. I had a really badly bulging disc, but I also I was born with an extra disc, so I've got right there, at one point I've got disc on top of disc with no join in the middle.
Oh, with no
So
cushy.
yeah, so that got irritated by that. And now it just burns right at the base of my back. It burns. But Dom says swamp justice usually works and is rarely misapplied. Swamp justice. Oh, yes, entertainment business. Yes. At the end of the day, just as an aside, I've heard that there's been some really weird happenings in Hollywood of late too, like just very odd happenings. So I have a feeling there's a bunch of really important people who know an awful lot that are running very scared right now. It sounds like in the whole world, there's different industries that are really freaking out right now. And I mean, Crowder's taking on BlackRock. What the fuck is that? Like, wow. I sure hope he's got more than that one email, because they're going to kill that poor boy, like.
Crowder's feeling spunky, and I'm loving Crowder. I'm going to go over to his platform.
I love him. I'm a mug clubber. But yeah, it's just like, holy Hannah, they're smart boys and girls over there, and so they must have a whole lot more than just a single email that was used by one person. And so I'm really hoping there's a whole lot more that's going to come out. And like the Arizona thing with Carrie Lake being tried, they're trying to bribe her or threaten her or whatever, although I haven't heard any threats from cartels. I listened to everything that I could find, and I didn't hear any cartel threats. So I don't know where they're getting that from. But
no,
still,
they just said that the cartel owns 50 states.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
In that recording, it said that the cartel owns 50 states. So is running 50 states. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not owns them, but is running 50 states.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I guess it was blown out of proportion, as is not surprising. But either way, that too is a very, very weird thing at a higher level than you and I will ever think to be able to get to, right? Like, there's an awful lot of shakeups happening right now across the board. So this is going to be either really good or really bad.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, there you go. Dom is saying the sacroiliac is where the pelvis is fused to the coccyx. Technically, it's a joint, but it is a joint that is not supposed to move. Okay. And then Bobby, hi, Bobby. Bobby comes in with that part of the body owns your ass. It does. Dom says the AZ GOP had resigned after it. I know, and that's another thing too. There's an awful lot of people scurrying for cover that normally would just ignore this as, drivel and nothing, just ignore it and continue on and deal with it in the background. And the fact that these people are scurrying, look at Alex Baldwin, all of a sudden they've got enough now that they can charge him. There's just across the board, there's an awful lot of really important people that are suddenly scurrying about and trying to do shit. And a lot of people just, a step or two down from them that weird shit's happening to. So it's the same with the Scientology. I mean, what's his name is now in jail for 30 years. They couldn't protect him. And there's no reason why they wouldn't protect him because he's one of them. So they couldn't protect him. And now this stuff is coming out with Kutcher and they can't protect him. So, yeah. I don't know. There's an awful lot of people scared. So keep your heads down, folks. Do what you can to be able to take care of yourself. Be ready because stuff's going to happen. Bobby
so they're
says,
going after Kutcher for the same shit that they went after his dear friend?
No, they're not going after him for the same stuff. But apparently there's been a whole lot of...
Well, you left that open, so I was like, well, this is
sorry. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that. They're implying some improprieties and some brushing of his now wife. I can't say the G word, but brushing her, preparing her. So that's coming up, and apparently he's lied about some stuff. That's a big... I haven't looked into it deeply because I don't care. But that's a big headline I've seen in a couple of places now.
Kutcher is anti-child trafficking.
I know.
So, really?
I know.
I don't know a lot, but I do know that they worked together and everybody thought she was a teenager back when they did. My understanding was she was not. So they may be trying to say that was when he was doing... I didn't know you couldn't groom your fucking dog, but...
Well, and it's not... Whether it's true or not is not why I brought it up. It's a simple fact
matter.
That they're
arresting people just to make them go broke. So the same thing here. Let's attack him and make him spend his money. We're going to shut him up before he outs us.
Yes. And that's happening in a lot of different places. Dog Mama comes in with the boo, Bobby. Boo. I love it. Dom says the Actors Union supposedly is going to pay for Baldwin's defense. The Actors Union?
I don't know why the Actors Union would when he had an insurance policy that would do that.
Yeah.
He had an insurance policy. They took out an insurance policy that'll cover absolutely everything. Absolutely. Yeah. He could have beheaded the Pope and they would have paid everything. Absolutely everything. The only thing that would stop that from occurring is in the event that there was one exclusion that said except for gross negligence. Then he would have to be arrested and charged and found guilty on gross negligence, and then they would be able to subrogate for their funds back.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. A ways yet, but I totally wouldn't put it past him. He's going to have a bunch of different people, I'm sure, that he's going to try and get them to pay for it first, right? Like right off the top, they were going after him because he's a producer, and his contract with as a producer, that thing covers him against everything. Like, holy Hannah, that is ironclad. So they couldn't go after him for that from that perspective. And I would assume he's got that same sort of ass coverage from other ends too. Bobby's coming in with the boo Dog Mama. but it's too late. Oh, sorry, hon. Oh, now you're chewing. Sorry.
I don't remember.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Dom says zooming. Yes. He was zooming. He says, I was just relating a headline I saw. Maybe that's what the article actually said. I think the headline was Baldwin to be defended by SAG-AFTRA. That could be it. And yeah, like I said, I'm sure he's got multiple layers of.
But that doesn't mean lawyer fees and so forth. They're just going to set their SAG's going to say, we can't bring our actors up to guilt on this. He's a fucking director. He's responsible for every goddamn thing, but we can't hold him responsible because we had hired and paid a specific girl to sit over there, and he then bullied her into doing 16 other fucking things that she didn't know how. She didn't have time to wipe her ass, but he is not fucking responsible for that.
I sure as shit hope that Miss Pickle lady that told her that she told the armorer that she'd run out of armor hours and that she better drop what she's doing and start helping out in props. That's there. That's proof. That's there. Why has she not been why
was anything? The armorer not strong enough to say fuck you?
Well, because she's
this
a
is
child.
Where I sat.
This is because she's a child, and yeah, exactly. She should never have been in the position.
So in the distraction of it all, somebody was able to go in, load that gun.
Yeah. It's yeah. It's all coming down, so we shall see.
He won't spend 5 minutes in jail.
Oh, I highly doubt it. Or if he does, it's going to be some sort of club fed.
You know, the fact that he's got a couple of mugshots on record.
Oh, that has nothing to do with it.
No, they just won't get another one.
Hello, I see. Okay.
How are you?
Wait a minute. You're acknowledging me.
Out of my head? Can you not rip that out of my head? Thank you. You can go over there. Even go down there to him. Did you hear him hit the ground?
Yeah.
That's not a typical cat thunk, is it?
No.
That's how he always hits the ground. He does not know how to be a cat.
To be light.
And that's how it feels when he jumps on my chest on a weekday morning that he feels, on a morning that he feels I need to wake up. It's just saying.
My girls have got their routine now, but it's getting more and more elaborate because I'm able to sleep through the previous things. We've got a whole routine now. Bobby says, damn it, Digger. But that's okay, because she did say boo first, so. Dom says the armorer was a clout chaser. Aren't all in the entertainment business. Yeah. And yeah.
Just because your daddy can stand pee or pee standing up doesn't mean you can. That's what she taught me.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of corners cut and stuff that really did not help any of it. The whole thing was just ridiculous. The whole film set.
He should not have been allowed. He is not qualified. He is not to run. He's not qualified to unzip his pants to take a piss.
Wow. That's not in question right now.
Who the hell gave him the funding to do a fucking business? Because he can act and read. No, I'm not even sure he can act. He can do what is told while acting. How many times do they go, we don't want it the way you want it. We want the way I want it. This is how you need to do that. We don't know what kind of a jackass he is, but the presumption of him in my head is huge jackass, and I think in his own family too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't get good vibes from him. And I was an extra on a movie with Billy Baldwin, and it was not a wonderful experience.
The whole
So
Baldwin.
I can only imagine what the popular Baldwin was like if this one thought his shit didn't stink.
Billy thought his shit didn't stink because he was one of the good looking. The other one with the blonde hair, the
Steven?
short fat one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious if he thought the same thing, because being short and fat, being the shorter, not good looking brother, I bet he was a little bit more humble because the girls didn't go after him in school. Mama couldn't sell their shit.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
just
I don't know. I don't know. How many were there in total? Was there 4 or 5?
5 or 6. Yeah, quite a few, but I think only 4 of them turned into actors.
Okay.
The oldest one, Alec, Billy, Steven, and I think they have 2 and 2 sisters.
Oh, yeah, no, Steven wasn't. I know who you're talking about. He wasn't he was the really goofy young one.
Uh-huh.
The perpetual child. The Shire more normal human looking one. I don't remember what his name is. I can kind of see his face, but no, Steven was the like perpetual teenager.
Short fat one.
Maybe I've got there. I'm horrible with names, so I could very well have all of them mixed up.
Okay, so Daniel's the oldest, then there's Alex, and then there's Steven. Steven is the short fat one. There's a brother, a skinny brother. Funny enough, when you ask for the Baldwin brothers, his face is not here.
Ah, interesting.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now see, I guess 5 of them were actors.
Yeah. A bunch of them were actors.
Yeah, apparently 5 of them were actors. Wait a minute. No, see.
Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, no. I am mixed up. It was Stephen Baldwin was in the movie that I was an extra in. It was Stephen Baldwin, and he was a prize piece of work.
The blonde-haired one, and he was a horrible hot mess. Oh, then they're all fucking idiots.
Yeah, yeah. Stephen Baldwin,
one that I gave hope to.
Oh no! He was not.
Billy is who I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I thought I was talking about Billy too.
Yeah, that's okay. They're all turning ugly anyway. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Oh,
I hope Hollywood stops going to them. You got at least one that's a fucking drug addict. Maybe the other one. I don't know. Maybe all of them. Who knows? I mean, they all look like shit now. And they've all had their teeth sanded down. And so when they run out of money, they're going to look so adorable. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Yeah. Off with the Baldwin's heads. So there we go.
Bobby says it worse to get house arrest. And you know what? Honestly, that's most likely the truth. If they don't just slap him on the wrist, it's going to be... it'll be house arrest. Maybe he'll get a little pretty bracelet.
Yeah, I take issue with this one, mostly because since the 60s, I have been in love with Robert Blake. Okay? Since The Little Rascals, I have been in love with Robert Blake. Okay? Mm-hmm. And he is doing life. He's also, wait a minute, another, Dom, you may not know this fact. Robert Blake was circumcised at the age of 30 or 40 years old. He waited until he was a grown-ass man to go get circumcised. Don't ask me. But he did. It wasn't even on set, but he did not get away with it. He is rotting in, well, I think he died.
No, he just died. Yeah, back in March.
I think he died in prison. He did prison time for her murder.
I remember. I couldn't put a face to the name, but I remember this case.
He did do
Yeah.
prison time for her murder. And it didn't take him long to start honing in and focusing in on him.
Mhm.
I just feel bad for the daughter. She was a tool that the mother used. I feel horrible for her. I just really, really do. But no, I was in love with Robert Blake for many, 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 many decades. And I was pissed off at this Bonnie bitch. I didn't even have to look up the case, and I'm remembering shit. That's how trauma fucking tizing it was for me. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, yeah. She I think she had a lot of enemies, but I also think that he thought he would get away with it.
Mm.
I really do.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of different documentaries and stuff on it, and at the end of the day, they were either for or against, but no one could agree. Half of it was on his behalf, and the other half was on her behalf. But to me, I can't tell.
Well,
I don't know the players
as much
enough.
as I love him and really wish I could say, no, she was killed when he went back to get his forgotten
When
gun.
he went to get his gun.
When he
always thought that
went
was
back
brilliant.
to get his forgotten gun. Okay, which, forgetting the
It's
gun
just
is a very easy thing, but
oh man.
I have parked where that car was parked. It's not necessarily the best neighborhood, to be honest. It's a great neighborhood, don't get me wrong. It just brings in not good people. But sorry, Robert. Honey, who did it?
So I don't know.
I will meet you there when I get there, and we'll have a discussion about this.
Yes.
But sorry, Robert, you did
Well, if he did it, he may not be there.
No, he'll be there. We have a forgiving father. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Contrary to what everybody wants to just be taught and told. It's much like, Anyway, so that's just, he'll be there. There's going to be a lot of people you're not going to expect to be there.
Yeah.
So don't think you entered hell.
And there's
going to
be more than a few people not there that you would have expected to be there. Cool's here and he's saying hello.
Hi, Cool
Frog. Bobby, you can. Well, wait a minute. I take that back. That is totally.
Day? Is it a windy day? Wait a minute.
Well,
see, wait, no. I look. I don't know if you know Emily D. Baker, but
I do. I like her. I don't like her chat.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I've noticed somebody else picked it up, but that's okay. I am a great original, and there's a whole lot of people who try to copy. Okay, well, Emily D is a great original, and a whole lot of people try to copy. So here's the problem. I have had questions for so long that it was a statement that I had probably been making for a good 30 years. My friend is watching Emily D, and she apparently has questions. She would just say, I have a question. I have questions. I have questions. I have questions. I have questions. I never realized that Emily D says, I have questions. My friend had to point that out to me by buying me one of Emily D's coffee cups and saying, and I'm like, what is this for? And she goes, because you always say, I have questions. And I'm like, I do. She's like, you have been saying it for decades. And she goes, but so does Emily D. Baker. I'm like, she does? So as it goes, yeah. So it's okay if you want to steal a tagline. I've actually tried to back off on that the last couple of years. Didn't know it's so obvious, but then again, I didn't know I used to. How much I say, have you met me? I never really realized that I had that one either, or the fuck me in the ass. And Mighty just says fuck me, and I got to finish it off with in the ass.
I used to say fuck me a lot, and I finally broke that habit.
See, and I'm the one that's got to have it finished off with in the ass. So, Bobby, here's my questions. Again, you can pee around corners. And so me being on the jury of this case where the state is saying you can't pee around the corners, I'm saying, is it a windy day? Because if you're doing a stream and you're standing on this side of the wall and the wind is blowing that away, you do a stream, you've just pissed around a corner. So don't immediately underestimate abilities. If it's so long that you can put it around the corner, that's a whole different conversation. Because you're not peeing around the corner so much as your yang went there and you peed. Do you see? So it all depends on which way you want to approach having this conversation with somebody like me when I haven't I'm a little bit fucking pissy with everybody and I'm just kind of fed up and done. So, just saying, might be one of those conversations that you're like, wait, I don't know. I have questions down to earth on this because, in my head, it's going to be one of those things that you're going to say out there as a joke, and I'm going to take it serious because I want to figure it out, okay? I'm just saying, I got to figure it out.
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions. I am, in my mind, I have been, since I've seen that, I've been mentally building up different scenarios in which a man can pee around a corner, and
did you
I
get
didn't
to
want
those
to be
two?
Doing that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But
because I'm just saying, and again, you can build a hose that goes around the corner. He can pee in the hole.
Or you can stand right at the edge, and like you said, the wind can blow it that way. But is he standing there and then the penis itself bends the corner and then
do you see? There's another thing. So but there's too many. You can piss in a hose.
Clarify, Bobby. Damn it. Clarify.
Just don't send us dick pics.
No.
Again, Just Amazing is the only one that can do that. Okay, just saying.
All right. I don't need dick pics either, but I could use a little bit more details in the comment section.
Need to get my head out of the box that you have politely put it in and
Get out.
There I go. Okay. So please help my brain because any minute I may have a stroke and I that might be the one that resolves my issue.
That's the one that did it. Dom says corners got cut at Boeing too, and then a door flew off, and bolts weren't attached to wings of planes, and front tires just kind of come off as you're taxiing out, and
I have questions.
All sorts of stuff happen.
I have questions.
Like
the raises that these people get, okay? Because in some careers you can't be fired, right? You get promoted, right? Because you can't do that fucking job. We think you can do this one really well, right? So I would like to know the idiot who didn't screw on that door. How many promotions did he get in one?
Well,
because I'm too fucking stupid to dummy down to get those kind of promotions. Okay? Yeah. I'm too fucking stupid. Although while you were chatting earlier, I may have found a whole new employee who happens to live right two streets away in my own private community. So,
bonus.
She needs to work 4 hours a day. Me work 4 hours. We might just have a way to fucking deal with our shit. So, that would be a corner cut I could do. But
that's not a corner cut. That's a delegating.
That's the problem.
That's
I'm not
delegating.
smart enough to cut these corners and get up there and then,
Fair enough.
wear a tie with no oxygen, but I have an idea, because they have no oxygen way up there in the big top corporations that are coming up with these great ideas that, well, we can't fire him. He's got a service pack. We got to hire him to a better service pack. And they keep promoting them up. States, everybody, they'll do it. It's fucking ridiculous. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, forget the top of the top and all of that. You and I, average Joe Blow, is the people running, actually doing the stuff, actually taking care of the planes or the food or the whatever. At the end of the day, are people so morally bankrupt and narcissistic that you work on a job tightening bolts on a plane and you don't do it, you haven't done it, it's going to fall off, and you don't say anything.
But you want a promotion.
But that's the thing. That I can see people doing that in the higher ups, in the muckety mucks, but you and I, we're normal folk. And it's normal folk who's actually going out there and tightening bolts.
I'm
worried that normal folk.
So their inspector, who didn't tighten a bolt before, is now promoted to an inspector, didn't come along and inspect. Now that's two fuck ups, because he didn't tighten a bolt previously, and now he didn't inspect the second idiot who didn't tighten a bolt. So now we've got two situations here.
Yeah,
okay?
But my concern is, at the end of the day,
how many
people with jobs that are actually tightening the bolt, like the manual, the actual nitty-gritty,
can make an error.
An error,
That's
yes.
why you have an inspector. How many people inspected that, or were supposed to inspect that? See, here's the thing, and this is one that bugs me, because many years ago, I was working for an individual I respected tremendously, and he hired somebody on, and I trained her. Well, he found out that I knew the business very, very well, and so I was in charge of a lot of different things, which for me was no big deal. It's part of what I was going to do anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So I ended up being in charge of the trust account. Okay, now I skipped a step one day because I'm anal about shit. I am fucking anal. Do not be short 10 cents. I'm not going to fucking prison for 10 cents. I'm not like some of these lawyers who out there making their faces all known and have all kinds of trouble with their trust accounts. Okay. How they keep being licensed, I'll never fucking know. Oh yeah, because just like Murdaugh and the guy here in California, nobody really gives a fuck. It's just a law in case they do want to come beat your ass. But so what happened is I skipped a step. As anal as I am, she took the payment. The requirement was she counts it, she takes the payment, gives the client the receipt, she takes the money, folds it up, puts it in an envelope, gives it to my drawer. When it gets to my drawer, then I go ahead at the end of the day, I take each one out, I count the money, and I write them out on the outside of the envelope, and then I seal the envelope, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I make sure it matches the receipt is the whole thing.
Right.
Well, apparently one day I screwed up and I just looked at the amount on the receipt, and then I closed it, sealed it, and wrote the amount.
Oh, forgot to count.
Right. Short $400. And I had just received my tax refund. So now it's time to do the deposit. I give everything over to him, all sealed up because it's gone through the layers. Mm-hmm. No problem. He calls me and he goes, "We're 400 short." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Mm-hmm. And I'm at first thinking, there is no fucking way. He did it. Yeah. He did it. just trying to not give me a raise or whatever. He's trying to get me to question myself, right?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I actually know the laws of and I'm a stickler. I'm a friggin' stickler about all this. So I know all the laws. So anyway, great. We're trying to figure out what happened. Not a problem. I am visibly upset. Fucking visible. I'm responsible for this money. He's not going to hold me responsible. I'm a single fucking mom. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm fucking responsible for this money because that's my signature on it saying that it's in there. That's why I put my dollar amount on it, so I know I've looked at it. Okay? Fuck. So I get home, I tell the original about it. We come to the office and go through the dumpster just in case I threw it away, right?
Yeah.
Just in case. Just got a possibility. So we spend 6 hours going through the 2 dumpsters because there were 2 side by side. It was an office complex, so there wasn't like gross.
It wasn't horrible. Yeah.
Right. It wasn't horrible. So we're going through the dumpster first, look, we're Dixie dumpster driving and we're looking for cash. Come on, police officer, help us. So anyway, obviously didn't find it. Bug me. You know why it bugged me? Because I wanted to say he did it to avoid me because it was time for a really good raise, right? To avoid me from asking for a raise. No, I skipped a step. She did it. So when I was talking to her about it, it made her feel so bad. She didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear it.
Okay.
The guilt was on her. You know how much guilt came to her? He would not fire me. I fucking quit. Because the law said he was supposed to fire me.
Yeah.
Because it was an issue with the trust account money. And he says, I'm not going to fire you. And I'm like, yes, you are. And if you don't fire me, I quit. I wanted to be fired, so I got the unemployment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he's like, no, because you're too good at this. This is one little mistake. No, that's not the word. I'm not an attorney on fucking YouTube trying to control the world. I actually did not steal the fucking money. I know where it went. Can't prove it because I skipped one of my processes.
Yeah.
And I should have never put my number sign on it without counting it. What I should have done was and then went over to her and said, hey, you're short. We're going to have to talk. Now, you either put the money back in here and then, go work for your husband, or
there's some major problem in the accounting and you've got to figure it out.
We're going to be calling the police here in a little bit to, I don't know, bring charges. Yeah. Because, see, those are the options. And I blew it because all I did was look at the receipt in a hurry, write it down,
took her word for it.
Because she had never been wrong. She had never been wrong. It only takes one time for somebody to be wrong. One time for somebody to say, I'll just do this, and then I'll just put it up to a mistake. And it could have been a mistake on her. It was a mistake on my behalf. That's 2 mistakes. Do you see? It just worked out really well right there for her. And maybe she had noticed, maybe I was making that shortcut more than I should have been doing. I don't know, because I have to do like 8 different things at one time on my desk at all times. So maybe more often than not, I had made that shortcut and I hadn't noticed it. Oh, you ain't getting me to do it now. I don't care who you are. I can take the money for myself. I can take cash for myself. And I'm counting that thing 5 different times, folding it up, putting it on that thing, putting it in the envelope with the amount on it. Then when I take it out, I count it again, and then I look at the receipt. Oh yeah, no, because not a thing. So I'm just saying, corners that were cut there could be human error, but Boeing has to have
They've got to have a lot of checks and
8
balances.
different inspections.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me all 8 of those made a mistake? I mean,
Yeah.
I was the one mistake. One. I know she didn't miscount. That would have been 2 mistakes didn't happen. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He sure as hell didn't make a mistake. She didn't know the processes of how this went, because that was not a world she lived in. So when it got caught right away, what? Yeah, well, did you think it was not going to be cut until tax time?
Yeah.
Caught until tax time? That's not how we do things around here. So I'm just saying, at Boeing, there's too many different levels. Unfortunately, the individual. And then all of a sudden, they become a suit.
Yeah.
And they don't have to keep looking. So one mistake, that was a whole lot of mistakes.
Yeah. On multiple different planes.
And a lot of people are just thinking about that one guy who didn't screw it in. It's not that one guy. And if it is, don't fly.
Yeah.
Unless you can do this and go. Can you imagine how many inspections they must have and how many people were not doing their job?
Yeah.
I'm done with my rant.
Dom asks, can you pee with a heart on? Alex muted again says yes.
A little bit. Yes. A little bit. Yes.
Cool says, Sheni, I got your message. We should talk soon.
Well,
that was Froggy, only about 15 minutes ago.
I appreciate it, honey, but it's not going to make a difference one way or the other, honey.
Dom says Emily is a clout chaser too, a wannabe. I don't know. I never did watch her very much because she was more of a celebrity lawyer thing, and I couldn't be bothered. But I do know that a couple of times she was covering something I wanted to know about, and her chat was
they're horrible.
So law and cuck and woke little my fifis. And I could not take it. I couldn't. So, yeah. And apparently that's a thing, too. Apparently that's a few people enjoy her but don't enjoy her chat.
Yeah. So. And here's the thing that I like to watch her for is she comes from the prosecutor side. And so many may not come from the prosecutor side. So enough, I like being able to hear her coming from the prosecutor side to go, oh, hell no. You know?
Yeah. Or to see just why a certain thinking was thought.
Right. And she will do that. So, you know, it's not, she may be a clout chaser, but she's doing it on her own, and she's not being one of these no penis little pieces of let my minions go and destroy and tear down and tear apart and get in the minds of people and who we can't get near, and let's start mind fucking everybody. So, you know, I'm just saying, if I was still in my 50s.
Alex agrees. She doesn't really need to clout chase.
Exactly. She doesn't. She's doing everything on her own. So it's not a matter of her clout chasing. She's done it all. People have come to her, and it's kind of like this new, hey, join us or we're going to come fuck you in the ass. Well, come fuck me in the ass, okay? Because I make up my own decisions. And right now, my own decisions are, I have a great-grandchild coming. I have a business that I've started. I need to decide where do I want to put my focus. And, oh, yeah, hey, fuckhead, it's not on you. And in case I haven't said enough today, I know enough today. Okay. And so for that, just take it for what it is and where it might accidentally appear one day. Oh, yeah, I shut you up a couple of times in a chat today because your crew is not the only ones, the only crew that might have minions with, I don't know, different handles that can say things that while you're sitting there can make you go, I have to go take off my contacts. I'm just saying. You read it right the first time.
Okay. Dom says the stream just took a left turn. It did, and it just did again 15, 20 minutes later. Bobby says, I can piss whole corners. And since I can walk on water, I can make stairs where I want. That's right.
You see, he is the, I saw that. He is the all being. So.
That's kind of cool. Can you piss up a rope? Because there's a whole song called Piss Up a Rope. But if you could actually do it like you're saying.
If he can make stairs, a rope is nothing. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say.
That's really cool. Dom says, Alex, just saying she did and is a name dropper a lot too. For the same reason, look at me and look at what I get to do. And Alex says, I haven't watched her in quite a while. Yeah, I never really did. Again, she's more of a celebrity thing, and I was never really into that.
Right.
Which is crazy. I wanted to work in Hollywood. I was a makeup artist.
And you don't want her talking about your shit.
Well, yeah, that too. But I never got that far. Never got anywhere near that far. I worked in Hollywood North.
Well, and there's
which was pretty freaking awesome.
Again, the housewives thing, and then one of their husbands being attorney who, embezzled millions and millions of dollars. I forget who that is. This is a thing. These attorneys who, I'm living high on the narcissistic hog, right? Mm-hmm. They go and take their clients' trust money. I can't even fucking imagine doing it. I can't even fucking imagine doing it.
Yeah.
And I take that shit so fucking serious. So again, these are the kind of things she's fallen into. Hollywood's just passing it out to her. I mean, the Britney shit. It's like, where the hell does that come? And yeah, she gets to go and do that. She really does. Why? Because it's something she enjoys and she's made work for her.
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah, a lot of people are trying to make YouTube a career, but a lot of people also forget that you do YouTube because it's fun. You're doing it because you're doing something on YouTube or on stream that you really enjoy doing, and that's why you do it. And if you stop enjoying what you're doing, you got to consider what's made you stop enjoying what it is that you were doing.
And it's going to always be the money, because with YouTube, you're going to hit a plateau. Your people are going to stop giving you money. Okay. You're no longer, no, look, I haven't earned a penny doing this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't say that. Well, I'll never get it. Because Maddie paid $10 over to Rumble. Okay. But apparently Rumble, you don't get it until you hit a $30 max or minimum or something. So Rumble will get that probably next week as I shut things down. So the whole thing is that you build your thing, and then why do you think everybody's stressing about the numbers going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down? It's like, fuck you. I didn't tune in to listen to you whine about your numbers. Now that you're whining about your numbers, I'm done with you. Mm-hmm. I can't listen to the numbers are going down, that these guys who have gotten, 50, 60, 70,000 people, who the fuck cares? People are buying you to have people to watch you. But what you're whining about is that the money coming in is either plateaued or gone down a little because somebody has moved on. Look, I'm the type of person, I enjoy doing something for a period of time. Mm-hmm. And then I like to move on. Saturday show, I did a puzzle. Sunday, I took it apart. Saturday show, I did a puzzle. Sunday, I took it apart. Saturday show, I did some painting. Sunday, I just sat there. Saturday show, I did another painting. I was not happy with it. I did another one and another one and another one. Oh, yeah, I'm not happy with it. So you know what? Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some epoxy. And I'm going to learn how to do epoxy. Great. I've learned about epoxy. Do you know how much I am so out. I'm done. This weekend, I'm going to put the
finish projects and
put the paint on yours and Ozzy's. I'm going to wrap up Queens. I'm fucking done. I'm done. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You can't do that with YouTube? Because once you subscribe, you must be dedicated. You must follow me or I'm going to whine. Once you super chat me, you must super chat me again because if you don't, I'm gonna whine.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Yeah. If you're you're doing it for the wrong reasons, if you're doing it to make a career out of it,
you're building your castle on sand. Yeah. And your castle is kind of shaped like a pyramid. Mm-hmm. So at some point the pyramid will go. You know, I personally have decided I'm not enjoying watching the whole building of the sandcastle ship that much. You know, I've actually paused and started watching movies again on while I'm working, a TV show while I'm working. You know, I'm cool with what I do. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with who I am. You know what's even better? Is I'm not having to look at any one fucking person for who I am or what I do. Not one fucking person has ever paid one of my bills, not even for a month. I've never had even a month off. I had my daughter on Tuesday, was on a job interview on Friday, and was back to work the following Monday. Well, why did you have to have a job interview? Because Tuesday afternoon, after I had her, I called my employer and let him know I was ready to come back to work tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And he went, whoa, I wasn't ready for that. I thought you were going to take a couple of months off. No, I can't afford to do that. You don't fucking pay me enough. He never said the word disability, or maybe I would have considered that. But, you know, I just moved along. So, you know, yeah, I that's just where I go. So there we are. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
Dom says dick pics get dick sticks. Alex says a violet or blue or whatever it is. I think it's more of a lilac, just to throw it in another curveball. Dom says, Alex.
Do you even know what he was talking about in color?
Yeah. Emily D. Baker and her purple.
Well, you know why? Much like my background, they look better. See this one right there?
Yep.
Guess what color it is? Yeah, it's supposed to be red. It's ugly. I need to change it back to violet or purple because it looks, I don't know. As Max, who walked into the theater one day and said, hello? Where am I? Where is this place? And I had certain color lights. Well, he thought they were all red, and he thought he had maybe entered into the house of a brothel.
Oh, right. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. You had me lost for a minute, but I understand. Yes.
See, the advantage is I never lost my own mind. Though some would have me believe that maybe I have. No, I still own it. I'd like it to go on vacation. It won't fucking do it. But
okay. I need to get some coffee, and I've got some girls that have finally settled down and forgotten that they needed to be dealt with, and so now that they've finally settled down, I know the one beside me here is all of a sudden perking up. But I'm gonna take care of them, so I'll be right back.
Right ahead. And I have got one light that
here. I've got that one starred, but it's still on the screen as well.
Okay, cool. Beans, and there we go.
So and anyway, I like your red lights. I'm sorry, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it, and plus it shows way too much more of my house. And my furniture is red, so you don't want red lights on top of red furniture, because again, my furniture is friggin' red, which I'm about to find the time to move it. So anyway, here we go. I'm not really sure, Axel. Did I say something? I don't even know. I knowing me, I said something. Okay. But if I don't know. If she ate a kitty, I have questions. First question is, who is she? Because it was so long ago, and who said it, and what was said. I'm kind of very, very lost too. I'm sure it was something that I said, and yet my brain has been in so many different categories tonight that we don't know. Dom's like, what are you talking about? More or less is the Peter principle. Man rises to his incompetency and then stays there. Corporations rarely send anyone back. That's the point. They don't send anybody down the ladder. Okay, they might send them out the window. But no, they'll retire them up. They bring them up. They don't send them down a ladder. That's the problem. The guy who screwed on the bolts or didn't, he could be fired depending on how long he's been with the company. If he's been there long enough, they'll move him up to an inspector because now he's learned his lesson. Do you see? Bobby's like, I heard the whole fleet of that particular model of plane had a bunch of plugs that weren't bolted. Yeah, I'm gonna. Axel's like, plugs. Okay. Hey. Takes a minute. It kind of gets in there and you're like butts. Yeah. So anyway, and then Dom's like, I can answer your questions. At Spirit Aero Systems, the mechanic that installed the bolts is the inspector that signed off on the checklist. There was no separate inspector. How does the FCC, FFA, how does the FFA sign off on that type of an inspection? I'm not sure. I'm not smart. I'm not smart on this. I just know that loss. The words are leaving my head right now, but loss control should have no less than I think it's 4 or 5 checks on that alone. Just that's loss control. That it's a requirement that anyway. I don't know. Dom, okay, we're good. But Dom is like, Bobby, last count there were 91 aircraft in the series and all were grounded until the FFA, Future Farmers of America. Yeah, I went there, the FAA. I'm tired. I have a headache. Kind of done. So anyway, inspections happen. Yeah. Yeah, again, another inspector doing their job after the fact. And then Dom's like, I think Alaska Air had 41 of the, well, I've never flown Alaska, and now I know why. I'm doing good. And then Dom is like, Shenny, FAA rarely actually inspects commercial aircraft. FAA inspects the paperwork. The paperwork is all filled out, pass. Yeah, that's what one of the reasons that I have a problem. But the FAA is the one is the department who is supposed to provide them the different inspection lists that they are supposed to go through in order for a plane to be allowed. That's my understanding. I don't fucking work for them, and all the little grease hand things that they have, that's up to them. That's up to them. It's I understand that it's the government. It's the government is the problem. I get it, and so are the government employees. even more so. Have you met one? I'm just saying. Were you totally impressed? How about the fact that they earn more than their income when they retire than they got when they were working? Um, oh, wait, because theirs had to be invested and accounted for all the way through their job, where our Social Security comes out of ours is supposed to be invested and then being returned with the interest and everything else, but instead they're spending it. So have you met them? I'm just saying, a little money under the table, a little money under the table there. Uh-huh. Government's job is well done. Little greased hands. That's all that it is, my dear. That's all that it is. So, I'm not really sure, but I think Digger's going to be coming back. I'm not sure that we're going to be long for tonight's stream. I'm really not feeling it, folks. Digger needs to come back. I'm making decisions. And I'll bet you anything that you've got a good feeling of what it is. So if I have a stroke, I might leave you even sooner than my initial thought.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Good.
All I heard was strokes. Why are you stroking?
No, I'm not stroking.
Or what are you stroking? Or does it feel good?
Yeah, no. We're not going to play games tonight unless you've got some people who are going to come on to play games. Basically,
No.
I'm kind of done.
Okay, I've heard you imply such things, but I don't understand. I don't know what's going on.
I'm done.
Okay.
Shinny's done being on streams. Shinny's done with the social life.
Okay.
Shinny's done.
Okay. So no more game night, no more weekend streams, and you'll just hang out and chat? Okay.
Nope. I don't see a reason to it. I just I wanted to say I did. Last week with Tony asking about the interest of doing a stream. I've already contacted Kaiser and asked Kaiser to please take that stream over because I don't want anybody else to have it, because it was quite rude of that crew to suggest outwardly. And I'm just tired of having to fight it all over. So I'm just tired. They can count this as a win. They don't know me very well. Okay. I mean, maybe I should take a day. I don't know. Does anybody think I need to stick around? Why? I've not heard any really good answers for this. I've got it to where you can pick it up and you can run with it. It makes me no money and it's not bringing me any joy.
Well, yeah, and that's what we were talking about before. Is it the whole point of streaming is because you're doing it because you're enjoying it, you're having fun.
I love the people. I love the people, like Dom and Axel who come into chat. I love it. But really,
an AP.
an AP, I love my Bobby. I love my manners, but let's not miss that this was supposed to be a community and we're down to 2.
I don't know. It's partially a matter of IRL things. I mean, not everyone can be available, on the Friday evening, Saturday, but either way, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying it, don't do it, because you're right. It's not like it's a career that you're relying on for.
I'm not enjoying anything. The dicks. I'm not enjoying. I'm not.
No, that's fair. I
You know?
totally get it. And honestly, at the end of the day, and I love you all in chat. I love that you come and you see us and you hang with us and play and all that. But these are things we can do in Discord. It doesn't need to be on live stream. And if that's the only, if our doing things on live stream is the only reason that other people are deciding to come in and be dicks, then if we just do it on Discord, the dicks have no reason to come and be dicks because we're not cutting in on anything of theirs, right?
I wasn't cutting in on the fucking thing.
No,
But,
no, 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 no. But you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
They
Because
see it as we're
I sat
doing
here
better,
and
so
came
we're
up with
taking
really
people away.
good ideas that were being copied. I came up with really good ideas that were then when somebody said, "Hey," and it was like, "Hey, I want to do this. Oh, let's run with it. Oh, but it's your fucking fault." And no, there's just been, I'm not a whining little fucking cunt. I'm somebody that had rather behead and just rip the intestines right out of the bear. That's how I would rather do it. Well, you know what? Fucking 65 years old. I don't want to have to keep doing that because there's assholes who have no penises. There's assholes who have the ability to backdoor shit. There's asshole, and it's just a constant fucking fight. Look, my industry is a fucking fight because of the number of us out there. Okay, I come in here. I don't want to have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with that shit. I had to think about, certain things like you and I had talked about the exercise thing. Great. So I've been trying to look around to find an insurance policy that would cover us if stupid Jane Doe stood up to do an exercise, fell down and broke her head open and sued us. There's a liability to this shit.
If we're making a silly 80s.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Because, again, a cup of coffee is hot. A cup of fucking coffee is hot. Let's sue because I spilled it. Okay? So,
well, no, to be fair, that granny, I saw pictures. That woman had every right to sue.
Well, but win. That's fine.
But I see your point. Yeah.
Thank you.
I do.
Is that,
stupid people are going to come in and yeah.
The example that
the reason we have to
without
say
doxing myself, there is a reason that I know of shit. I'm sorry, but a case walks through my door and I want to sue because I tripped over my own goddamn carpet.
Yeah.
How did you trip over your carpet? Well, there was a wrinkle in it. Oh, okay. Well, how old is it? Well, the building was built 13 years ago, so it's probably 13 years old. And she gets over $100,000 fucking dollars.
Wow.
Did you get it? So let me see. Could somebody sue? Yeah.
Okay. See, and that's not what this is about. Gosh darn it. That's not what this is about. This is supposed to be us having fun.
I've been giving my opinion in the fun facts of joy. I've been coming up with the ideas in the fun facts of joy. I've been how often in the past 4 months have I had to stand up for myself against people I shouldn't have to stand up against? Mm-hmm. How many times? Really? Let me just share with you. I am going to free up 80 fucking hours a week. Because all of a sudden, I won't have to worry about that. Does anybody want to tell me I'm wrong?
No, unfortunately, it's not fun anymore.
No, it's not.
Like I said, everything that we
sucks. No, I'm not.
Everything that we started.
No, all socials are going away.
You're not going to hang out with us in Discord? I mean, there's
all socials are going away.
Okay, well, so then how do you and I like how do we be friends if you're not going to be in chats and you're not going to be on Discord and stuff?
I haven't thought that far out.
Okay.
I've already deleted dittos. I it would be nice if I could just take a month off and say, oh, look, and I know I'll miss shit, but I also, really, am I going to miss shit? I can say Dom and Axel and AP appreciate me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's not me. So you can continue doing. Do you see?
Yeah, but that was never
It's an
my
option.
plan. That was not
It
my
was
deal.
never a plan, but it's an extreme
Yeah.
option. It's an
Yeah.
extreme option.
Yeah. I mean, I can keep going on. If there's people that are in need of entertainment on a weekend, I guess I could keep it going. Especially, yeah, I don't know. The whole purpose of doing this is to
I don't
have
like
fun.
the drama. I don't like
And
the
yeah,
drama.
I don't either. And
I
I would
I
rather
won't
not.
sit there and be an ostrich with my head in the sand to the drama. I try and justify when I see it why it's there. And then when that banana is completely peeled and it is so extremely fucking obvious that the only thing to do is freeze it and shove it up somebody else's ass, you guys, you're fed up. So it's like, okay, good, you're fed up. So,
Well, I would like to think you'll rethink getting off of everything completely because you're going to be cutting off a whole lot of friends. Um, but like I was saying, there is no reason why we can't do what we do on Discord. And what I meant earlier about
do you
stealing their
know how many of
things
these
was
fucking
steal
idiots ended
their
up
chat.
in my fucking Discord?
Well, yeah, but
You
that's
know
because of
what
all this shit.
fuckers
They
got
want viewers.
inside and changed shit
But
inside my fucking Discord?
they
Gave
are
themselves rights to shit that I didn't give them rights to
okay, but
inside my fucking Discord because they could get into the Discord programming because it's what they do.
mm,
How am I supposed to feel safe? Yeah, go ahead. There's a lot of shit going on that I never expected to even ever pop into my fucking mind. Never expected that it was possible. And then the door is flown wide open, and I have to admit, whoa, it's fucking possible. Do I want to stand at my door with a baseball bat or sit in my fucking living room and have to, fix
I do.
point it to George and say, George, just gonna say, baby, we're gonna sit here and wait for the first fucker to come through the door because they have proven to be adversaries? It's not that I run from adversaries. I don't run from them. Do you know what I do run from? Things I don't enjoy. And come on, come to the door. It's I'll face you front up. But what I don't have to deal with is shit that it's like, fuck. How many
Yeah.
of these jerk offs without fucking penises are going to be in my fucking chat today? How
Well, that's
many of these people who put their hopes and all of their little witchery behind liars and thieves do I have to sit and endure today?
well, like I said, I think they saw us as competition because we were doing it for the right reasons and it showed. And that's why they came in and that's why they started trying to yoink people and ideas and stuff. And that's why I'm saying if we go off of streaming, off of YouTube and Rumble and all that, then we're not stealing their potential audience, So they'd have no reason to attack anymore. They would win because they get to stream or whatever,
because
but
then
we would actually be winning because
because then they are making me move, and this is not they making me move, it's all of them that I say, you know what, I'm not enjoying this anymore.
no, I
It's
understand
the
that.
rappers, it's the them, it's the everybody's, and you want me to consider just saying, well, I'm going to go down in one of my famous rabbit holes and I'm going to cower. No, you know what? I'm going to move on with my life.
No, I understand.
I am going to get my fat ass up off of the chair that it's been sitting on for a year and get it to move. I moved it for 8 days straight, maybe 10, I don't remember.
I know, I
and
stopped.
I was able to immediately see a 6-pound drop on my ass because I got up off of it and moved it for those short number of days. Do you get it? Well, I have tried to set you all up with each other to make sure that you guys, my kids, are all in there intertwined and together so that I can move on.
Well, yeah, but you can move on, but you don't have to leave Discord. I mean, do we have to cancel game night, or can we maybe just do it just, like you say, the fam?
Again, the
because
fam
if
can't
we're
show
not
up. The
if we're
fam
not
can't show up.
well, so that means that we need to get together and find a
No.
different night.
I'm sorry, I work every other night. I showed up here and was late because I left my office at 5:20 and walked in my door and got shit pulled up, said hey to a couple people, and it was 5:36. Remember, I have a real job where I'm sitting there trying to get things done Monday through Friday. I don't get out of there until after 7:30. What day am I supposed to play? I use the boys to relax. That's not fair to them. They're not getting any privacy. They need their privacy.
Well, I don't know. I don't have any answers.
No, I don't either.
But I
and
think
I have been pondering this, and I have been saying that it's on the horizon, and I've thought, if I'm doing it to let these other folks get away with shit, you know what? They'll be gone in 3 years. In 3 years, I'll have control of everything, and I'll be able to sit down and be the happy-go-lucky me again. And they won't be around. Because they can't fucking their copy stream. Oh my God! First of all, they stole the fucking name. Okay, there is a big ass group of people out there with the same fucking name, and they didn't even look it up. They're so stupid. So they didn't even look it up to realize that the name that they had used for our Shahidi show, right? The duplicate show, they didn't even look up their thing. Okay, so they've not only copied the name or copied the idea of doing the crafts and chats, right? Sitting around, they took a name of a bigger group of people, a huge group of people. They just, oh yeah. So when somebody else mentioned it, oh, we didn't know. Well, you know what? Fucking look it up. Oh, but you just stole the idea and wanted to run out there. And you can't replicate me. You cannot replicate me. You cannot do it. I am well aware. I am as Mighty says, I am a train wreck that people slow their cars down to stare at. This comes natural to me, and anybody else can fake it, and it's obviously just a copy. So it was so sad. I just wanted to and help them. Because that's what I like to do is help people. You know, I will even help them learn things. Oh, well, one of the cunts over there tries to tell me, oh, she knows. Oh, fuck you. If she did, then I wouldn't have already taught her a couple of things. But whatever the hell. So I'm just saying, it just I can't think of a single reason. I can't. You tell me why I need to keep this up.
Well, like I said, there is no reason to keep this up. If you're not having fun doing the streaming, then don't. I only ever did it because I enjoy spending time with you. So
I did it
it's
for
not.
you to get you up there, to get you comfortable, and then I worked my way around into making sure you knew how to do this shit.
Yes, yeah.
So
But
you know what? Where the kids will probably support you and not me, go for it. You kids keep it up. Okay.
Yeah, but
whether it be in Discord or live, it doesn't matter. You kids keep it up.
okay, but it kind of feels like you built this family and now you're walking away.
That's fair. It's what I'm good at.
Well, that sucks for us kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Just gotta say,
I have no interest in being a streamer. Never really. That's not the thing. I really enjoy doing guest spots. Like I'm loving doing this thing with Mighty on Tuesdays. I'm having an absolute blast with it. But I don't anything that I'm doing on the weekends, I'm doing it to hang out with you. You know?
Then you
and
are
we
more
can
mentally ill than I am.
That's not necessarily up to debate. I think that's probably pretty accurate, but we can do this without streaming it. And as soon as it's not streamed, then there's no one who feels they need to one up us because there's no us to one up. So fuck them.
But I'm still
I'm just
sitting on
saying
my
you don't need to
ass.
drop.
But
Well,
I'm still sitting on my ass, not getting out with my dog, not doing things, not getting out with, I mean, there's a point where this right here keeps you locked in a box. And then you don't feel like I should go outside. And then you start having problems going outside. And I'm not really ready
you don't want
to
to be locked inside yet.
I'm no.
Yeah.
I'm getting of age where I'm not going to have an option very soon.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that I'm sitting in front of this, the more it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And the faster.
That's another thing too. Your exercise, your walks, my exercising. These are things that we can do together, just in a voice chat, or not even Discord, right? Like we can set something up and we can meet, and you can do your walking and I can do my walking at the same time here.
Totally acceptable.
So
because it's not one of these organized things. Do you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just.
Well, that's cool. Just don't throw us all away because this has soured. Because life. I don't know. Life is always changing, and people are always going to have schedules that are upended for who knows what reason. But we've become a family. We've become a group, and I really, really appreciate you guys. And I would hate to lose y'all. And you're kind of like the leader of the family. You're the head of the family.
No, that's some of the problem right there. I'm not. Mighty
yeah,
is.
Your mom.
Everybody's missed the point. Mighty is. I wouldn't have wanted to make sure that everybody had a place If it wasn't for my boy. You get it?
Well, we've got that anyways. We don't need to live stream to have that.
What the fuck? Oh, I don't know. I because I am well aware of the fact that I'm being recorded. I can't say, but I can just say, I know me. I'm done. We're done.
Okay.
We're done. So we're done.
Okay. All right. Well, we
It
will.
was like I want ice, but we're done.
Other than that, well, we'll talk outside of this.
I'm done.
Well, okay, but like, you're done with me?
I'm
you're done
I'm
with
done
me, with Mighty, with
talking
Nandor,
about
Bobby,
it.
and everything?
I haven't, other than having to say goodbye to these folks in chat, I haven't thought more. I'm done. And now I'm hurt. So we're done. That's just where we go.
Well,
and yeah,
okay.
Kaiser will get a hold of Tony from Fast Grip Foods and do the cooking show. If y'all see it on anybody else's stream, really tell them to go fuck off. Because, it shouldn't happen. It should not happen. It's that easy. So, it's that easy, that good. Hey, if Dog Mama wants to come in and play games with you, I think you've got my thing, you've got hers. I know that nobody wants to, so peace out. Do you want to stay on?
Good night, you guys. We'll see you later.
Good night.
We'll see you in chat or something.
See you. Take care.